What's up? It's Ben Scarborough, and I'm chilling here at Third Eye Collective in the secret room with Rich.
What's good, Ben?
This is a very special episode because it's the first one that we've done post-lockdown.
And I'm honored.
And I feel a little rusty. I feel a little weird right now being back in the studio.
Right.
But I also feel relieved that I'm getting back to work. I'm getting back to my job.
That's the best part. Trust me, I know. I felt rusty when I came out, man, but I've been out of the lockdown for a little minute due to work. So
how was your quarantine?
Oh, man.
What was it like? Were you in the house?
Yeah, I was.
Did
in
you
the
do
house.
a solid 2 months?
Yeah. I was solid, man. And the only thing I was doing was probably like hitting the grocery store.
Yeah.
Hitting the grocery store and cop some other things, but
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
But yeah, nothing. I wasn't out much though, man. Luckily, I was able to get some projects that I was able to do while being home.
Okay.
As an independent artist, that was dope. It helped keep me afloat in that time. So
was it a mix of physical and digital projects?
more digital and painting, like canvas.
Okay.
Yeah. So I had a few commissions for some canvases and did a bunch of like graphic design. I did some cool stuff for Spelman. I worked on like a comic book, which was like the first black female comic book for Spelman College. Well, comic book characters at least for Spelman College. So yeah, I got to do that, which was super dope. Yeah.
Staying busy on the computer.
Yeah. That type of work. So being in front of the TV and working. That was my lockdown.
Yeah, I got a bicycle for Christmas this past Christmas, and the winter, was so long and cold and wet that now the sun's opened up, and I've been riding my bike like every day for 2 hours for the past like 2 months. That was my quarantine. It was a lot of self-development.
And I remember you was something you had to deal with the crowds
on the belt
during lockdown.
Yeah, I felt like I had more of a chance of getting coronavirus on the belt line during lockdown because the whole city was out there.
Right.
And
everybody needs that to at least feel like I'm outside.
It was like one of the places that the city was like, yeah, this is open. You guys can come here. But now if I go during peak hours, there's nobody there.
Yeah. We were there the other day. It wasn't too bad. We was actually by the skate park, so you have a little bit more traffic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can honestly tell you guys that I don't remember anything that happened at all in the month of April.
Yeah,
that's
a blur.
Bad. It's a stupid blur.
It's a blur.
Rich has just finished working on an art project in the garage.
Yeah.
And this is actually what it looks like.
Yeah.
Why don't you tell us a little bit about how it came to be and what it is?
So, I actually had the idea from last year that I wanted to do an installation that I could put outside for people to enjoy, use as a photo op, whatever. Mm-hmm. There was tons of cool, dope ideas I could have, jumped out with.
Yeah.
But I wanted to do something that, that had a worldwide message. Didn't know what that was going to be at the time. Mm-hmm. So went into the new year, 2020, had it on my vision board that, this is definitely something that I'm going to do this year. Once again, still didn't know the concept. I didn't know what I wanted to make the piece about. Before we're in lockdown. Like, gotta stay 6 feet from each other. We can't leave the house. You're scared to go to this grocery store. You're scared to go see your family. It's just all types of stuff. And the concept just literally came to me in my sleep, like in a dream. I was just like, yo, this has me kind of feeling trapped. Even though we're not trapped, it has me feeling that way. Like, if you're scared to leave your house because you don't want to get sick and this and the third, that's almost being like you're in a cage.
It's a form of control. Right.
There is a form of that. We were stripped away from doing things that we love to do, and kind of forced just to be within the comforts of our own home. So I came up with the idea based off that, like, yo, I want to put the world behind bars and put a face mask on the globe. Mm-hmm. And I was going to use like the little markings, like when they first kind of showed COVID coming into the United States, they had like a globe that was kind of like gray, and it had a bunch of like red COVID little markings on it. So I was like, yo, I'm gonna do that, and put it like in a jail cell, just to do a piece of art that I feel, because this is kind of how I feel. Of course, I'm blessed. I do feel blessed in a lot of ways as well, because I am able to work, I am able to make money,
Sure,
things like that. But because I'm stripped away from all of the other things that I enjoy, this is how I feel. And I wanted to make a piece that way it would spark conversation. Even if you might not agree, I want you to, I don't mind that. Like, I wanted to do a piece of art that some people would look at it and say, wow, this is how I feel. And then some people might be like, well, are we really blah, blah, blah? And I like the conversation. So that's what I was going to do. And then long behold, as I was creating the piece, a whole lot of other things sparked off.
right.
We had protests going off all around the world. We've always had people of color that were being killed, wrongfully. But within this year and within this time, it's really been highlighted, and it's been kind of put in people's faces, for people to actually realize, yo, this is actually going on. So I was like, yo, there's no way in the world within 2020, we're 5 months, 6 months into 2020, and we're going through all of this worldwide.
Yeah.
So
yeah, there were like, people were showing their support in South Korea. People were showing their support in Europe.
Right.
It was definitely what I would call a global protest, and I think it's just the majority of people are fed up with the way that the police state seems to be handling. Just, I don't know. It's like, can we just stop hiring police that were bullied in high school, please? Like,
right.
That's really what. Can we just? Yeah. That should be on the job requirement. Were you bullied in high school? Yes. Right. I'm sorry, you can't work here.
Yeah. Right. And shout out my bro Zay. My bro Zay is in the building, man. Straight, he came down from New York to come, help me with this piece.
It really came together, guys.
Yeah.
Looking at this in person, it's like
the picture does it no justice.
Right, and like Rich was saying, it definitely sparks that conversation, because there is so much going on with the piece, and the timeliness of the global protests in conjunction with the riots and COVID-19.
Right.
It's a towering installation, and it was built right here in the garage, and it was on wheels. And now it's on tour, right?
Yeah, well, we had it on tour. We had it on tour on Father's Day.
Okay.
We drove it around. We had our Rashad Brooks shirts on. We had, I think Zay had on Sean Bell. Yeah, we had George Floyd. We had those guys on the shirts, because they were fathers, and they can't be here for this Father's Day of 2020, due to the tragic events that's happened. So, we had just these shirts that, just acknowledge that and let them know, like, they were a father, and, now they're taken away from their families for nonsense. So, and we took the exhibit, we had it over on Northside Drive and Travis Street on the same block as the Trap Museum. Shout out to my family at the Trap Museum for allowing us to have that space. Yeah, we had it there. Sunday, we put it on the back of a trailer. We drove it through Little 5 Points, Edgewood.
Yeah, I saw the picture of you guys in front of the Mercedes-Benz Stadium, right?
Mercedes-Benz, yeah, we had it there. Peter Street. And we even went to the Beltline. We was over there by the skate park.
Nice.
So, yeah.
What is the kind of response that you've been getting from people who see it?
Amazing. That right there that was the main thing for me. To be able for us to drive it around and get people who wouldn't necessarily be in the area that we wanted to have it, just posted at. We able to, broaden the audience by driving it around, and, people were just, how can you not look at a movement, like if you're on the street and you just see a big 8-foot jail cell with this big 4-foot globe in it and a face mask, and you see it just driving through the streets, and then at night we had it lighting up. There's no way you're not gonna be like, yo, what is that? Pull out your phone, yo, look what I'm seeing.
Right.
It's just something you don't see every day. So it was just that to me was just the dopest part. And then when people actually would come up, to look, because when we would see, crowds, we would stop and we would allow people to come take pictures using the hashtag the World Trap 2020. We would allow them to, take the pictures and stuff like that. And yeah, they would see it and it would just spark up amazing conversation. Just of all types of people, all races. Being able to appreciate it. That to me was really big. Because I mean, all the nonsense going on is actually it's good to see. Like, yo, everybody's not on that.
Yeah.
There's a lot of good people out here.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? That respects what's happening. And I think that was the most powerful thing for me with the piece, to be able to have those conversations with people I would have never spoke to. Like we probably would have never even stopped and had a conversation with each other.
So I think we were going to talk about trying to get it on the art installation subreddit, right?
Mm-hmm. Say that one more time.
So there's a subreddit on Reddit full of pictures of people who make art installations.
Right. Yeah.
It belongs there.
Facts. You did tell me about that. So yeah, that is something that definitely needs to happen.
People will see that and it'll trend. I guarantee you it'll trend that day that it goes up. Yeah. So I'll have to come through wherever it is and take some high quality photographs of it and help you put it up there, because I mean that the exposure from that community, it's a community of people who are just looking for art installations, right? So
and we have some we actually were, the whole time we were doing a build up, and still now we're shooting a documentary, not just on the build up, but also on what's everything that's happening currently.
Okay.
We are doing a documentary on that. Shout out to my whole team, Cool KBZ, on Instagram. Me and him have a joint collective together called Channel 18, where we visually put dope visual content together. Ponce, I had my man Joe in our city 360. He does like dope 360 footage. Cat Eye Media for having she came and she gets the dope photos for us. I had Maya LaRue, I had Gold Gas Mask they also came through.
There was like a whole entourage was in the garage.
These are like, when I say this is my team, Born Artist Official, Vic, this is my team of people that actually, like, if any of us have anything going on, we rocking for each other. So
nice.
And I appreciated that. Like, and it was dope to have that vibe since we've been locked down.
Yeah.
And haven't been around each other. This was our first time all being able to like get up and do something fun and creative.
Are there other places besides the city of Atlanta that you could see yourself taking this piece to?
I'm trying to get it to the Beltline.
Yeah.
That's currently what's happening.
Because of the amount of foot traffic, right? The amount of people who could just breeze past it, right?
Right. So, and that was the difference from what I learned from where we had it on Northside Drive. Because that's a lot of driving. Passing by.
Oh yeah.
There's not too much opportunity to really pull over and get out and check it out and stuff like that. You'll just see it and keep driving. But on a belt line,
people could stop and jogging.
Yeah, they can't be able to look in there. So yeah, we're working on that now.
So you said there's a documentary that's being put together of the development of the piece, right?
The development, along with some testimonials and stuff like that from hearing us talk about the situations, and some actual education and stuff like that about actually what's going on and what's been happening, what I'm saying, before all of this.
What was that hashtag?
The World Trap 2020.
Okay, so you guys can check that out on Twitter and Instagram, because all of the media that's been generated around this piece will be there.
Yeah.
So this thing is on wheels.
Yes.
And there was what was it like getting it out of the garage? God. Can we tell that story?
Yo, shout out my bro Greg Nice. He came through with the truck, and we tried to get it on there, but this is 8 feet wide, 8 feet tall.
Yeah.
And the truck probably sat up. It was big enough, but I think the truck sat up about 5 feet in the air.
Okay.
So he's like, yo, bro, how the hell are we getting it on? Like, the truck is good, but how are we going to get it up there? So
there was like a ramp that came down, but it was too short.
Small ramp. It wasn't wide enough to pick it up.
And then maybe
we tried to do some things, and then the wheel snapped off, and I'm like, yo, this can't be happening. Right.
2 wheels or 1 wheel?
Yeah, 2 wheels.
2 wheels snapped off?
2 wheels snapped off. So now we got to jack it up, and this is the day we supposed to be revealing it. We got to get it up, and I'm under it, trying to get the wheels fixed back.
Yeah.
Sweating bullets.
Yeah.
So then just to realize that wasn't gonna work. So then we ended up taking a U-Haul route, got us a little trailer for the back.
Right.
And it's been smooth sailing now.
I mean, I already know this has taken like a tremendous amount of energy to bring to fruition, right?
Yes.
And you're still in the process
Right.
of getting it out there and where you want it to be.
Right, because I'm not somebody who stops at a bump. You know, I never stop at a bump in any part of my process. Things take a while.
Yeah.
So the process was tiring. I mean, we were in here like I was because I'm also working
Over a
other
week.
jobs. Yeah, it was. Yeah, it's definitely was a full 7 days.
Sometimes until 3 in the morning, right?
Yeah, and then the last day, I mean, we actually
crunch
just pulled
time.
a 2-day shift. Like we literally were just in here to the next day. And thank you again, Third Eye Collective,
NP,
Sam.
NP.
Yeah, right. You know, so that process, I mean, we worked hard. Like I worked some of my, you know, I did some of my other gigs. Like during the day, I was working on a bar, a restaurant. I had some graphic design stuff I had to do. And I would be doing that during the day, then come here, and then I'm here until like early in the morning, and we breaking out, starting the day and doing the same thing for an entire week. And then, I mean, lifting, like you're not lifting light stuff, you're lifting wood and like cutting wood and doing, it's a whole lot of stuff, you know what I'm saying, to create this piece. A whole lot of sweat, energy, everything went into it. And this is not something that we were creating to make money for or anything like that. This was just like
For the love.
It was just the love. Like this is, I want to make art that's gonna say something and it's gonna be dope and people gonna be able to admire it in that kind of way.
A real artist do real things.
Man, right. Real artists do real things. That's a shirt. That's a shirt.
That's what I kept thinking every time I saw you guys in there. I was like, there's some physical labor involved there.
Bro.
That does seem.
And I know nothing about that stuff. Like,
Yeah.
to be real with you, to build, like, I have never been trained or taught anything about carpentry,
Okay.
lumber, none of that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I am from Brooklyn, New York, and we ain't even have the space to do all of that. So you know, like this is literally, when I say like the whole thing is art to me, because it's all created. Like I've literally created all of this just from my brain, like saying this goes with this. This is how I can make this look like. And that's how I build and everything, man. Like I go into it and I don't know, and I'm learning it as I go. You know what I'm saying? No YouTube tutorials, no nothing. Just
The sign.
Pure vision.
True auteur.
pure vision, man.
What's next?
Man, a
I
lot.
know they want to know what's next too.
Man, I know. So other than that, you know, it's some more innovative things that I'm working on. I don't want to, you know, let the cat out the bag yet.
Aha.
But it's, you know, it's some crazy things I got up my sleeve. This was just the one that was like, this can happen now during this time of, you know, the COVID and lockdowns and all of this. Like, this is something that I can achieve right now. But I got some things, and you know, and then COVID and all this stuff, it also canceled a lot of great things.
Oh, that you had in the works?
That was, you know, in the works for this year.
Damn.
But you know, now with us not being able to have events, you know, within, you know, too big of an event, like there has to be all types of precautions you take with stuff. So
What about a live stream maybe?
that would be dope. That would be
We're
dope.
gonna see about a live stream.
Yeah, that was one I didn't have, but you know, it's definitely. And then me and Sam, you know, Sam he enjoyed what was going on. So me and him, you know, we talked through text yesterday, and I think we're gonna lock in, and there's gonna be a lot more, Yo Rich Bazaar and Third Eye Collective, dope shit coming.
Say word?
Yeah, like I'm down. I told him I'm down for whatever, like whatever we could think of to do.
That's what's up.
I'm with it.
Well, shit, man. Well, what do you say we get out of here and get a beer or something?
Man, I'm with it.
Yeah?
Let's do it.
Before you get out of here, you got to let people know where they can find you on the internet, where
Once
they can
again,
check out the work.
At Yo Rich Bazaar. Please go to my page probably tonight or tomorrow. Well, by the time this airs, you'll definitely be able to see the build up that I did. Please repost that. Hashtag it the World Trap 2020. Yeah, man. Follow me and check it out. Stay
That's
tuned
what's up.
for everything that's coming.
Yo, it's Yo Rich Bazaar and Ben Scarborough chilling here at Third Eye Collective in the
Yes, sir.
secret room. And we'll catch you guys on the next one.
Yes.
Peace out.
Peace.